What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have WWE top 10 most shocking unscripted moments of all time, so let's get straight onto the list with number 10, Jeff Hardy versus Sting. No, Jeff Hardy never faced Sting in the WWE. Just because this moment is very shocking, I had to have it on the list even though it was TNA. Back to what happened at that TNA pay-per-view. It was a main event match for the TNA Championship between Jeff Hardy and Sting. One of the biggest matches was about to go down. One problem was Jeff Hardy was on some hardcore drugs, which made it hard for him to even come down to the ring. Due to Hardy's immature actions, the match was cut down to 2 minutes and Sting won after using his finisher only once. Hopefully WWE never saw that if he ever wants to return, you know? Number 9, Mickie James at WrestleMania 22. Weeks leading up to WrestleMania 22, we had one of the greatest women feuds of all time with Mickie James and Trish Stratus. Mickie James was obsessed with Trish Stratus in the storyline, trying to be exactly what Trish Stratus is. Sometimes, she would even show lights of lesbian actions. Anyways, during their match at WrestleMania 22, Mickie James grabbed Trish Stratus' crotch, and to top it off, she formed a V shape with her fingers and licked it. It was highly sexual and Vince was furious. The WWE tried hiding that moment, but hashtag never forget. Number 8, the 2005 Royal Rumble mess. In this unscripted moment, Vince took out a page of Kevin Nash's book. The last two competitors of the 2005 Royal Rumble was John Cena and Batista. The ending was supposed to go to the Animal Batista winning the match, but somehow, I don't know how this even happens, both men were eliminated at the exact same time. Vince was furious about it and decided to settle what was going on. So as he's coming down the ring, doing his little power walk, he runs into the ring. As he was running inside the ring, he tore his quad. Unable to stand, he helplessly sat down, demanding to restart the match. It was actually hilarious to see Vince make a fool out of himself on the ground yelling, blah, 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 restart the match. Also, guys, fun fact, the last two competitors would go on to win both the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21. Number 7, Joey Mercury ladder botch. Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro, aka John Morrison, were on something. They were becoming a great tag team as Eminem in a tag ladder match against the Hardy Boys. There was a ladder spot where Jeff jumped off the turnbuckle onto the ladder. After doing this, the ladder was supposed to hit both men in the face. It kind of hit Mercury a little too hard, which broke his face and he started bleeding instantly. You have to see this. It's kind of gross. If you get grossed out from things like this, please look away. Number 6, the Montreal Screwjob. Vince McMahon didn't screw Bret Hart, Bret Hart screwed Bret Hart. That's a famous line from Vince McMahon himself after this whole thing. Bret Hart's contract was expiring, and his last day was the Raw after Survivor Series in 1997. Vince wanted Bret to drop the title to Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series, but that was Bret Hart's hometown, so he refused. So nobody actually knew what the end of the match was going to be. What was Vince McMahon's solution? Screw Bret Hart and call for the bell when Bret Hart never tapped. Everybody in the crowd was confused, including Bret Hart himself. He never tapped, but Vince just called for the bell, and everyone's like, what the fuck do you mean he never lost? And you have Bret Hart spitting at Vince McMahon. It's just a moment we'll never forget. And also, this is McMahon's great heel turn where everybody started hating Vince McMahon. Number 5, Mick Foley chokeslam through the cell. Mick Foley is a legend, and people will never forget his insane Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker at King of the Ring. Mick Foley was thrown onto the announcement table from the top of the cell, but this was scripted. Somehow he managed to get up and climb the cell again, only to be chokeslammed off the top of the cell. Foley in some of his interviews even talks about how this moment was crazier than getting thrown off the cell because it was unexpected at all. While he was falling through the cell, I don't know what was going on in his mind. Number 4, CM Punk's pipe bomb. Instead of telling you guys about CM Punk's famous pipe bomb, let me read you some of the things he said. And I quote, "I don't hate you, John. I don't even dislike you. I do like you. I like you hell of a lot more than I like most people in the back. I hate this idea that you're the best. Because you're not. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. There's one thing you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. You're as good at kissing Vince McMahon's ass as Hulk Hogan was. Whoops, I'm breaking the fourth wall. And yet, no matter how many times I prove it, I'm not on your lovely little collector cups. I'm not on the cover of the program. I'm barely promoted. I don't even get to be in movies. I'm certainly not on any crappy show on the USA Network. But the fact of the matter is, I should be. Hey Colt Cabana, how you doing? I'd like to think that this company will be better after Vince McMahon is dead. But the fact is, it's gonna be taken over by his idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law, and the rest of his stupid family. Let me tell you a personal story about Vince McMahon, alright? We do this whole anti-bullying campaign, and his microphone was cut after that because the WWE didn't know what else was going to be said. I think personally it had something to do with JR being bullied by Vince, but who knows. Number 3, the MSG Curtain Call. The MSG Curtain Call was not televised on TV, but it was one of the craziest unscripted moments to ever happen in the WWE. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were leaving WWE for WCW, and this was their last match at MSG. As soon as Nash and Hall were done with their match, Hall, Nash, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels all entered the ring and hugged. This was completely unscripted and broke kayfabe because why would heels and faces hug in the middle of the ring? Vince McMahon was raged with anger and punished Triple H. Triple H was originally supposed to win the King of the Ring tournament that year. Instead, Vince McMahon gave it to Stone Cold because of this reason. Number 2, Jerry Lawler heart attack. On the Raw in 2012, we almost witnessed a live tragic. Jerry Lawler suffered a heart attack. He collapsed at the announcer's table and was taken to the hospital. Michael Cole informed the audience what was going on, and for some reason, you know what they say, the show must go on, which I don't believe in. Anyways, thankfully the WWE doctors were there in time and saved him from passing away. And number 1, Owen Hart's death. Owen Hart was a great human being. He sometimes would miss a pay-per-view just to hang out with his children, and also wrestlers from backstage loved him. Owen Hart inspired many to become a wrestler. Owen's gimmick was a blue blazer in 1999. At Over the Edge, Owen Hart had a special entrance where he would come down on a harness from the catwalk of the arena. Unfortunately, the harness broke and he fell almost 80 feet into the ground and passed away. The show would continue, and the WWE, actually, the world lost one of the greatest human beings alive. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to comment down what you want to see next, and take care and spike your hair.